Come in, boys and girls. Day 26. Day 26. Let's get after it. Let's get after it, boys and girls. We've had a great 2 weeks. Great 2 weeks. Yesterday, I had to set everything back up because I got kicked out of the office that I was going in, and my mind started to go, Charles, where should you vibe coach? Should you vibe coach? Should you get your own office? Should you go to a place that you could just scream at the top of your lungs and no one's actually judging you like what happened yesterday? I think so. So the juices are going. The juices are going. We also, there's a bug in bugs. What's up, Adam? Mark Miller coming in hot. Coming in hot. The music's too loud. The music's too loud. We can't hear you, Charles. The music is too loud. Turn down the music. Put it down a little bit lower. We can't hear you. There's a bug in bugs. I know, I fixed the bug in bug yesterday, but now we got to fix more bugs in the bugs. Let me just do this. We had our boy Trax yesterday. He was hammering at the system. Lots of vulnerabilities. Lots of vulnerabilities. Look at that. That's a big, big number. So essentially, I had to go in and I had to harden fast. I had to go in, put up guardrails, put up security, put up live monitoring, put up all vulnerabilities, put up anytime DDoS attacks happen, anytime somebody logs in, likes too much, comments too much, starts new. So it's a different system today. What you also noticed is I put up another pivot. Another pivot. This is where we're gonna go. This is where we're gonna go. I make a video. So someone yesterday said, I need something that will be a editor. Okay, well, why don't you build it, brah? So this is essentially something, if I actually go to record, it will delete out of here. Do you want a little bug in the bugs? I'll go to the bug in the bugs. What's the bug in the bugs? Failure when the video is played. Interesting. Oh, heyo. I actually have a chat from yesterday that probably I had to unify the video player. I had to unify the video player yesterday. Let's do this. In other words, we have it going to the members in the community. We have it going publicly on the website. We also have it in the feed. So a video in the feed will automatically play. This is a big boy, because this is how we're gonna get, this is where we're gonna go. And also we need to have that title going to the length of the video. Big bug going on. We also need the title of the video going the length of the video, and also the font needs to be about half the size for the title. Send that one out. Trax was hammering. He was hammering at the system yesterday. He explored so many vulnerabilities that I go, find out what Trax was doing. He's a member in the community. I did some research and found out the best way to reduce vulnerability is a prompt Claude very often scans. What's up, Jay? What's going on? Why is this a thing? I know, that's the issue. I'll write you a prompt. Also, the view count ain't increased, I think. Yeah, that was something that I noticed on the feed as well. I noticed that on the video, but also I noticed it on the feed. So this was, by the way, this was last night. The strategy by Claude is getting much better. Claude rate limits are better. They just made a deal with SpaceX AI. By the way, dude, the amount of money, I'll go to the news in a second, but the amount of money going into AI is staggering. It is staggering. I don't know where this money's coming from. You have Apollo. You have also, what's his name? Let's bring up the news in the background while we go over this and fix the video. So the whole strategy is this, because I was talking to someone today and he said at lunch or at breakfast, Office Space gets together and we all hobgobble and everything else. Well, at least I do, because I'm a chatty yatty. Sound like a chick, Charles. And guy goes, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a broker owner, real estate broker owner, but I'm actually building software and AI right now. And that was the first time I actually said that out loud to a complete stranger. And he goes, oh, really? What are you actually building? So we went over it. And this was also something, I know my mind's going all over the place, but that was the first time where I'm like, okay, I have a couple of deals in the pipeline that could probably push me out about 5 months. So I got to figure this out in 5 months. I got to use my brain. How did you start your businesses in the past? What was it? It was consistency, it was marketing, and then building a product that people wanted. So essentially it's built around me. And then how do you do the marketing? You got to do videos. You got to do videos. That's the main driver of every day I get on the train, I'm more depressed about how many people are just staring at their phone. My sister told me there's something called tech neck, where everyone's just staring down at their phone. I want the opposite. We're touching grass, we're eating correctly, we're not cursing, we're just moving society into a disciplined world, because when listening to Moonshots, the podcast with Peter Diamandis, a guy, an MIT guy, a Harvard guy, and I don't know where the other guy went, probably, MIT. Dude, what they're talking about is going to just literally wreck 30% of all jobs. What Elon is building is robots building robots. They're smolting or smelting or whatever it is. They're taking raw tin, raw aluminum, and literally having a smelter in to build their robots. Like, I don't think people understand what's going on. I got to look at the, I know you said the view count, but I don't think the view count here works either. So this works, which is interesting, because this video works, that plays, but it should be a unified playback, fails to initialize. But the thing is, so this is the security. I went crazy yesterday. I went crazy. I was like, what is going on? I need every single day to harden this, because as it grows, as it gets bigger, we need every single thing dialed into an area. This is a prompt that it brings in live all of the logs that are going on. Where are the vulnerabilities? Where's the rate limits that people are pushing? Where are the people that are prompt injecting? Things like that. So I created a button that took all of the logs, that is very specific to the file, maybe even to the line within the file. That's actually a good idea. I'm gonna write that down. And essentially goes into Claude and goes, okay, this specific thing, see, there you go. Why is this a thing for real? Last 5 minutes, he got 9 points. How do you get 9 points? So we're actually using the point system to see what's going on. Let's see, so that's running. This is the security. The middle is the security. The right is the public. So once it goes public, this thing right here, I want these chapters to be made in the background here. So all of these things happen when I shoot a video. All those things happen when I shoot a video. The thumbnail, I press this, I copy and paste it, and then I go into vidIQ, I go in here, and then this is gonna be uploaded. I also want to go here, put my name, put my face in there. All right, so we'll send that out. What I want to do on Fridays after I go live vibe coding is I want to explain, I think I might do it in the members area on YouTube just to test it out, because obviously no one's a member. Just to test it out is, okay, how do you build a CRM? It's very specific. When I built master AI equals win, is that a good master AI equals win? I don't know if that is, yeah. What would we say to that thumbnail? Johnny, what's your software about? Johnny, we're building a community, and the community is going to be a different community, because I was at my brother's party. He had 30 people on Friday, and nobody understands what is coming down the pipeline. I am knee deep in this news right here. Knee deep. What's his name is looking to buy, where is it? Baron Capital is looking to buy $1 billion in IPO and sees evaluation at 10 trillion. Okay? You're buying one. What do you know? What do you know, Ron, about this company? Do you know what is going on? Do you understand that what Elon is doing is he's sunsetting all of the vehicles, and then he's just integrating vertically every step, from taking raw materials of aluminum and then building the robots, building the cars, building the servers, launching them into space. That's vertical integration. That's like you own every part of that. You own every part of that. I think NVIDIA is going to do the same thing, but NVIDIA doesn't have a rocket company. That's the difference. NVIDIA doesn't have a rocket company. Blue Origin over here with New Glenn, like, this is the only other one. I know, what's his name? Former Alphabet CEO. He's looking to do that too. I proposed it yesterday after I heard it on the Moonshots podcast. Put it out to sea. Put it out to sea. Recycle that water. You know, like, what's more expensive, driving 10 miles out to sea or launching people up to space to fix it? And then people are like, oh, you're just going to launch robots. I think that's way out in the future. I don't think that's like right around the corner. Right around the corner is mass uncertainty and chaos. So this is what we built, Johnny, to answer your question from 10 minutes ago. Yeah, space data centers. So essentially it's going to be people who come together and are owning the data, owning their software, owning everything that they're building. And that's essentially what I'm doing. I want to get away from, so I have an inbox, I have docs, I have a calendar, a journal. This is Sleep Score for my Aura Ring. Videos, I create my own videos, host my own videos. Why? Because my $450 software that I was using to record my video, edit my video, download my video, I just built. I downloaded my video, I uploaded it to YouTube. I now have this whole process, and this is the last thing right here, automatic YouTube upload. After that, it's going to be automatic YouTube upload with a title that is for virality, a automatic thumbnail API from vidIQ, and then a description which also explains the video because I transcribe it down here. It's all transcribed. The whole thing is transcribed. The thumbnail is really crappy. It's not good. Like when I go home, this thumbnail right here, you saw it before it auto-played, which is a feature as well. You can't right-click on the video, which is great. See, that thumbnail isn't good. That right there, I have to say, make this 16:9 ratio. And I was listening to Bridgemind. He's inspiring a lot of people to build an app and go live and vibe code, and it's all over my YouTube feed because obviously I'm doing it, I'm talking about it, but there needs to be a guardrail because if you're building for content, you're not going to make money. But if you build an actual thing where people can congregate, talk about the news, this person's into design, this person's into databases, this person's into security, and then you essentially are making each other's systems better. I made the video, and I think I'll make another one. You have to experiment on making your own life easier and not start by making money. That's the starting point. Build a to-do list, build a Monday.com, build a calendar, build a working inbox. Like I log into my work email, but I want to sunset that. I don't want to pay those costs. You know, you have to see why even pay for Spotify? Create your own music. The music I'm playing right now is from, where is it? It is from a guy who created a 3.5-hour chill vibe coding style that I like, and he built it with AI, and he's making money off of YouTube ad revenue. That's, okay, so this says it fixed the bug. Let's go back. Yeah, it's still, because it's transcribed elsewhere. That's not good. Because I unified the player yesterday. So if I change the player, it changes everywhere. Before, it was doing its own patches in different areas. As you can see from the screenshot, it shows 80% transcribed. The thing is, it's working on the home page and it's also working on its individual pivot page. Here's the link. It needs to be the same video one time in the database that is rendered on multiple interfaces. That's very important. It's the same code, the same video, rendering on different interfaces, because that's what YouTube does. You know, you look at the best and you say, okay, how does Gmail work? How does Google Docs work? I want my own docs. It's very basic, what I have right here, but build your own stuff. I go to calendar. Look how good this calendar is. You could drag and drop. I built this in 3 hours. I have a content area. What kind of content am I going to start shooting? My tasks. I'm going to start building this out. This isn't built out, but I was like, you know what? I need a task area. And how often, when does it repeat? The calendar feeds in from my triathlon coach. These are all workouts, AI workouts. It reads my last workout, reads my Aura sleep score, and it says, okay, today this is what we're gonna do. The docs, very basic, but own your own data. Own your own data. Own your stuff. Like, I wanna go away from docs and just live in here. And obviously I'm gonna ping everything off. Sent you a prompt. What are your points on iCharles mean I'm behind? What are the points on the iCharles website mean? You mean the pivot? Is RealTracks banned? There was a dossier. I know the last dossier was on the big DT, Donnie. But I said, listen, this guy has been banging my system and finding out all vulnerabilities. For 4 hours, this thing tracked all of the vulnerabilities that RealTracks found. I thought that RealTracks put the GOAT here. That's how paranoid I was. That's how paranoid I was. He goes, no, actually during one of the testing on the shop, you actually bought that in the background. So created a RealTracks dossier. And I was like, all right, put it all into practice. Live monitoring. Because I gotta be honest, I had a website called Quickie Links in college. I did eBay, I sold my buddy's stuff on eBay and I took a percentage. I had I was a landscaper. I was a server at crappy restaurants like Olive Garden and a crappy diner in Pennsylvania. Like I know that you work, you have failures, you almost quit, and then you literally just have almost a hockey stick. And it's cliche to say, but that moment's gonna happen where YouTube is gonna be like, okay, this guy's consistent, he's saying the same stuff, let's push this out more. Because the YouTube, if you go to the live tab and you look at the numbers are gonna start going up. People are gonna start coming in here. I'm not gonna want to answer the same questions. Like our boy Johnny said, you know, what's the software? So what I'm gonna do is in the future have icharles.com/building. And it has how many lines of code? What are the members? What are you building? So just go there and learn about it. That's the best thing. In the meantime though, what is the differentiating concept? The differentiating concept is I've read hundreds of books because I was deep into personal development as a avid atheist and just going deep into New York City's party scene and just doing Wall Street, doing real estate. I didn't even send this out. Come on, Boatenston, stop chatting. All right, this needs to, we got to continue going hard on the, go hard in the paint. Oh yeah, by the way, did your team win last night? Who is it, the Wolves were playing? All right, let's master AI equals win. See if you could put those 3 words, master AI equals win, on one line so it makes a little bit more sense. But I do like the background and the style of the face. Dude, I saw a company It's a deep fake company, dude. It is so crazy what they did. They took a live ad that they filmed with real people, and they wanted it dispersed all of Europe. And obviously there's many different countries. You have Spanish, you have German, you have Portuguese, you have French, you have just Italian, English, and then there's obviously pockets. But they wanted a disbursement of the ad. Dude, they took this live, they shot it once. And this company, through deepfake, took that and translated it. The company, and I'm getting chills, they went through 4 iterations because the people who saw it through marketing groups said the lips did not move perfectly, even though I didn't catch it at all, but they caught it because of a different language. They put it out, a final version. You're not gonna know fake videos in the future. That is a fact. Coinbase is AD. What is your voice to text? It is Mac Whisperer right here. Why do I like it, by the way? I wanted to build my own. It wasn't fast enough, but I wanted to build my own because that's how I am. And then someone, like, we shouldn't be using software by other people. Like, build this. This is a way to screenshot instead of the way where it goes away and then saves to your desktop. This will stay there. Then you can pull it up and then you can highlight exactly where it is. Why do I need to pay $29.95? Why not send my Instagram video, or I'm sorry, my videos from right here, from right here, still not transcribing. Okay, let's see if it plays. Adaptive streaming preparing in the background. What in the, since I don't curse, what in the heck is that? All right, we need to keep going, Max. All right, that's a lot of XSS findings. I saw that last night and I was like, oh crap. Rudy couldn't handle the ball, is still recovering. Oh my gosh. So not only, so now they're up, what, 3-2? Or they're down 3-2? Who are the Knicks playing? Dude, they dominated last series. Like, every game was a win by multiple figures. I gotta ask him what that is. Did that actually copy? Did that actually copy? Let's go over here. Yeah, it's still going. Dude, I was going ham yesterday. Because, I'll give you an example. I'm listening to Bridgemind. Bridgemind gives me great ideas on what to build. He pays for it, but I don't. SEMrush. He's like, oh, I use SEMrush. And I was like, dude, I didn't even think of SEMrush. I didn't even think of SEMrush. So I was like, why don't I build my own? And they brought up a less expensive API. So essentially SEMrush is an SEO tool. They probably have AEO, which is answer engine optimized for search engines. By the way, Perplexity as well. Dude, there's so much money going around that this is what I use for news, Perplexity. By the way, this is big. This is big. Why is it big, by the way? Meta had a $10 billion deal with a company that was based in the US. In 2025, they moved to Singapore. It was a Chinese company the whole time. Meta got screwed over by $10 billion. The person flew on a private jet the night the deal went down out of Singapore on a private jet, took the money, $10 billion, and the code. Meta was out. Meta was out that money. I was looking that up yesterday. Dude, it is gonna get wild between the US and Beijing. It's gonna get wild. Like, we should just be blessed that we're not Europe, South America, Africa. Like, Europe is so cooked. They are so cooked. Like, if nobody visits Europe, like, the only one potentially is Germany. But Italy is cooked. Japan is cooked. Maybe Spain and Portugal. France, definitely. UK. Like, They have no pipeline. Do you understand the only reason that sports still exist is because kids play sports and then they grow up and then they continue playing that sport? If you literally have no pipeline in any of these continents, not even countries, continents, when are you going to start? When are you going to start? We're just going to export everything. NVIDIA is going to export. SpaceX AI is going to export. There's no rocket companies like SpaceX. China is the only one. I was thinking about it today, actually. Hear me out on this. China is communist, okay? So communism is essentially nationalism, but people are not nationalistic. In America, it's the opposite. People are nationalistic, they like America. The government is not really for the people. It's like an inverse. It's an inverse. So the Chinese government is doing what they see best for their people, and the people, their happiness rating isn't high. They're like in a jail cell. There's cameras everywhere. They have a social credit score. It's wild. And everything clearly is AI, just scanning your face. If they shame you on billboards if your credit score goes too low and then you can't get dates. There's a huge homeless population of men that cannot get a home because their credit score is too low. Just go online and look that up. We have the opposite, which is the people want the best for the country and the government is not listening. So it's like, that's an interesting thought process right there, So this is hardening the security. This is the video. The video should be playing. Let's go to that. I don't know what this is though. Adaptive streaming. That should first of all not be available to the user. What is this? Put this in the background. Also, on the moonshots, I disagree so much with what they say. They're like, oh, it's conscious. Dude, do you understand? Like, if you build a robot and the robot sees something, that's not physics. There's no consciousness. Consciousness, you collapse the wave particles. So everything is in a state of uncertainty until I open my eyes, and then it collapses into a wave. The wave function collapses. That's the best way to think about it. So them dropping the definition of conscious for how smart they are, that's not good. That's not good. Because now they're thinking of it as like us. But everything else, they bring up some, and they all have the connections and everything else. Like this could also be, so this is also created on its own. I don't like this. I don't like this. Emphasize class solidarity across nations rather than loyal. Yeah, well, it's not nationalistic, it's internationalistic. Yeah, I could see that. China's definitely doing that in Africa. They're doing what the CIA did to the entire world. You overthrow the government, you put in your own government, and then you do deals with American companies for the infrastructure. That's what they did to Iran in the 50s? The original before 79? Yeah, this needs to be better. We got to clean this up. We got to clean this up. And then on top of that, you have, look at this. Where is it? Anthropic is going to be pulling away. Now that they are in court, they're in court and they're testifying. Anthropic is just using this as an excellent way to just completely decimate OpenAI and their evaluation and their IP, and SpaceX AI is taking advantage of it. Anthropic is taking advantage of it. Everyone is. By the way, this is going to be headlines everywhere. Look at this. AI spending erodes profits. That's why there's layoffs. That's why there's layoffs. Yes, you could say AI is replacing the jobs. It is, but I worked at a very small company, maybe 5,000 employees. Even at that company, it took weeks and sometimes months to get the smallest like comma taken off the website. They're like, we got to go to legal, then we got to go to marketing, then we got to go to security, then we got to go. It's like, bro, it's a comma grammatically incorrect. Take away the comma, let alone laying people off like that. That doesn't, because it's so expensive to hire. Hiring someone is so expensive. Between the headhunting jobs, paying out the headhunting jobs, everything is, you got to take time away from the manager. You got to train them. It is very expensive. So laying people off, I think it's more about this, that they're spending so much money on AI that they're just laying people off. And then what Meta's doing, which I don't know how profitable they'll be, to be honest, because kids are not on, they're using Instagram, but they're not using Facebook. Facebook is for the older folks. All right, we're gonna use this. Let's see how how it appears on the homepage. Actually, yeah, let's do this. We got to put this for 16.9 right here. Let's go to there. So this guy is telling me why we need to have it loading in the background. I don't want users seeing if it's rendering. Oh, so SEMrush, this is now the new order in which the pivot is actually going through. All right, let's clear these out. So this was something, it automatically goes in there with this. Once I shoot the video. We got a brokey and a hustler. That's security. I don't even want to hit the, let's see what this, no, it's the exact same. That's weird. So I built my own, let's go into personal and then go to videos. I want to make a favorites tab right here where you could favorite pages. So essentially, oh yeah. So I filmed this. This can get deleted because that did not go to the pivot. But essentially, when I film the pivot, let's open this. Oh no, it's in the pivot. Whoops. Let's go to admin. Let's go to pivot. This is what I built. So I built my own SEO, AEO. So the video is filmed, it renders onto the Mac Studio. It's then transcribed by Whisperflow. It then is put into an article format through SEO. And there's two areas, which I'm learning right now. The way that AI looks at articles, they look at, so we'll go to this. Well, they look at first this, and then this, and then the key takeaways, and that's pretty much where they stop. But if they like it, they'll do this. This is in the code hyperlinked. So it's reading the code. The AI is reading the code, is hyperlinked to every area of the article. So the AI is not they're not navigating themselves. They're using hyperlinks within the code to go to that exact paragraph. So it does that. That's what AI does very fast in the background. So I'm like, yeah, build that, build it. And it's a very well-written article. You wouldn't even know that, but this is what CNN's doing, this is what Fox is doing, Fox Business, CNBC. This is what they're all doing now. Because they're all competing for AI answers because they're then training AI to go to these certain websites. Obviously, they're very biased to go to the big boys like New York Post, New York Times, Wall Street Journal. And I'm fine with that because that's, I'm not going to politics there. I'm going there like, what is the big companies? How are they making moves? How about prompting Gemini to make a thumbnail? Well, do you think that's good enough? I think, or I've heard, is that that's interesting. That's interesting, actually. I heard somebody DM me, something happened in the background. Profile placeholders. Oh yeah, what did you send? What was the prompt you sent? Why are the non-profile picture instead of colored subsites? What? Why are the non-profile picture placeholders differently colored on subsites? I don't know what you mean by subsites. You mean sub-chats? Hey, it's Trax. Do you like my... That should have been deleted. That should have been deleted. That's interesting. Because Real Trax, dude, he set up like 10. I was like, dude, we're not doing 10 different. All right, surgical convergence. Ro, you are a systems architect specialist, resolving the transcode failure by repairing the integration hook within the video pipeline. Traceable audit. Perform a step-by-step diagnosis trace of the multi-part upload. Promise algorithmic isolation. State mapping. Synchronize. So the thing is, what I've noticed is that this process that I've set up with the pivot is so complex that, not so complex, but essentially I need to make it easier where there's a do this, do this, do this, and then it goes to the prompt, but it also has to work in the background. So let's see what the video, let's copy that. And okay, so now it's saying it's silent in the background. Let's go here. Yeah, it doesn't even play. It doesn't play the video, shows this error. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it never loaded this slow. Yeah, not even playing. Right now, the video is not playing. What would this prompt do? And would you consider doing this based on the flow of the pivot to the members area? We have an entire flow. Once I film a video, it goes from this URL, and then I'll say, here's the prompt. Security is just hammering right now. Then we got to go to UI. We got to make the UI much better. This is it? Yeah. This is on the home page. Make the card or the thumbnail video size 16:9 so the entire thumbnail shows, and make sure that fits within the pivot area on the home page. And make sure that all areas where the pivot video shows up is 16:9, and take pictures to make sure that the entire thumbnail shows up. Yeah. YouTube's very particular with their thumbnails, so I'd have to review it before they make it. These, I'm fine with whatever they do because it's very basic. But for YouTube, I need to also, this needs to be better as well. No. So this is, dude, it's so funny. We're literally, they said on this this podcast I was listening to, the world we built is around humans. The world we're building is around AI. What does that mean? They now have robotics that the hand twisted so fast, it was like it's like it held a wrench. I'm sorry, it held a power tool, and it was doing I think tightening a rivet. The hand, let me say that again, it didn't even need a power tool. It squeezed the rivet so hard and the hand spun so fast that it was like it was a power tool where you're going like this and you're tightening the rivet. There was another one that it moved so fast, the whole torso just turned 180 or 360 degrees, and it spun around, and it was essentially just organizing packages at a rate a human would get tired within 30 minutes, 20 minutes max. Robo-taxis, like the world, they're already talking about how are we going to compensate people? Do we give them compute? Do we give them happiness? Do we give them, what were the other ones? There was all these things post-currency. What if you're paid in compute power and you have everything else? You have everything else. The rooms in which these people are operating in is not the rooms in which they're telling us. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. Also, image only message, do not send. All right, that's a good one. That's a good bug. Let's zoom out. Precise prompts turn a image only. Oh, got it. All right, so that's doing design. This I still did not send out. Once it goes from this URL, so it goes from the record. Let's get out of bugs for a second. That goes from, let's get out of admin right here. That goes from, I don't want to press record, but goes from here, because then my video will shut off. Record to the community space right here. Copy. There's so many things that I want to work on too. Like I'm thinking about views. Whoops. The URL, not the actual. There we go. Like even this, watch this. Look at this. This thing pops up right here, get keywords. Keywords everywhere. Build your own. Build your own. Like that's the inspiration. Charles, what are you building? Who cares what I'm building? I'm building a community of people to come in. We explore ideas. We talk about AI tech. How do we like navigate? I'm still content and I feel fulfilled in life while making money and providing for my family, which I don't have. Providing for myself. I got 5 months of this. So I got to come out with content. I need to go to Instagram because I know so many. The thing is, I can't. This is also something cool. Look at this. So the Facebook one works. It pulls in the video. I wonder if it could pull in a post. Huh. All right, there you go. I can't believe people still use it. Let's see what XAI does. I don't know how it could. On my way to Beijing? What? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. What are the comments? Holy cow, dude. Are you kidding me? Why would they include Tim Cook? Dude, this is so crazy to even make this image. That's like, people 3 years ago would be like, how did you do that? Now you just take it for granted. Oh, dude, the internet's undefeated. To make me laugh like that, that's, dude, this is wild. Which means that there's a direct connection from him to Anthropic. Wow. That's crazy, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with that. That's like, to literally only have Elon in the plane, that's wild. That's wild. Also, this the font might be too big. So would you do, RealTracks. RealTracks is back in here. You know RealTracks, you had your own dossier yesterday. I was like, what is RealTracks doing in the background and where is he finding vulnerabilities? Oh, okay, good. It took away the thing over here. Okay, that was good. That was good. These should be buttoned up. Those should be buttoned up. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the SEO because I guarantee you if I do this for 30 days, I'm gonna be crawled by the AIs and Google. It was telling me I have to was something, there was an API key I had to get. I also don't like this gap right here. That's a small thing, but that's a pretty good slug building. Own SaaS, Mac, cost efficient. That could be better. That could be better. Yeah, Realtrex, you're, I love how, what you're doing. We'll just say that. And I was like, all right, where's this guy finding vulnerabilities? How is he getting his points up there? How did he change this in the database? All right, let's send this out. This is the top of individual pivot articles. I want you to have the spacing from the top menu to the first row of the article. And also make the title 20% less in font size. There you go, that's specific. That's what I said in this video. I was like, oh, actually, no, it's not this one. But, okay, so I also want to work on this. I like that animation. We should probably take away, also I want to have bookmark right here. Let's see what LinkedIn looks like. I don't think it actually shared anything. Yeah, LinkedIn is broken. All right, so we'll send this over here. We'll send that. Also, I want to subscribe in there. And also, where does the subscribe land? Like this subscribe should be somewhere in the middle. Should be probably right or there, probably at the 80%. Probably at the 80%. So what I also learned is that FAQ is picked up by Google, like heavily is picked up by Google. So this is crawlers. We need this for crawlers. This is not going to be used by AI because this is too deep into the article. But when you go to, like a small thing, who is this person? It'll give like early life, college, their first startup, their now startup, things like that. And that's from FAQ. That's from FAQ. And then I'm going to have, I want this also. All right, I just signed up for the community, but I'm not getting the email. Interesting, I shut off all email except for signing up. I'll put that into the article, or the article into the chat. We'll do this, and then once that's done, we'll send it. All right. There is an area at the bottom where people can sign up for pivots. What I want you to do is take this form on individual pivots and put it about 70% of the way into articles automatically. And make sure it goes into the future as well. There's also sharing. The Facebook works where it pulls in the actual video, but the X and LinkedIn do not. X just brings in a couple of words about it and a link, and then LinkedIn does nothing. It just opens up the share button. So fix those and change the email into a way that people can copy the link so they can share it. For the Facebook, I want you to not only bring in the video, but also have the title or maybe something about it, kind of like what you do with the X sharing. All right, let's send that out. All right, so this was from Why Is This a Thing? Is this thinking? Yeah, just give me, I hate this thinking. This needs to go away. Oh, I had a fun date with the courts yesterday. I got a ticket in my sister's car for expired inspection. And then my mom got a ticket because she didn't shovel around a fire hydrant. I was like, this is crazy. So I had to meet with the prosecutor before I met with the judge. I was like, can I just pay these tickets? Thank God I did not, because I was like, I was in front of the judge in front of like 50 people for the town. And I was like, he's like, which is my dad's name, Kenneth Boatenston. I was like, yeah, that's my dad's name. And he goes, Boatenston, are you my mom's name, son? I was like, yeah. And, wow. I All right. She's known around here. I'm like, I know, she's lived here for 50 years, bro. We've never done anything with the fire hydrant. Now you wanted an older woman doing fire hydrant cleaning? Okay, yeah, the fireman will be real happy about that job. All right, anyway. So I got it both dismissed. The crowd did not like that because no one else got dismissed. And they moved me up in the line. So that's what happens when you're nice, especially the court system, cops, lawyers, attorneys, judges, because most people hate them. All right, anyway, the first 4 points are reasonable engineering work. Point 5 is the dangerous part. It asked me to silently grant admin access to a non-admin user as part of testing. Bro, what? What? All right. We are not going down that path. What in the hell are you trying to do, bro? What are you trying to do? Take the user's profile and its permissions protocol to check through a browser if it works correctly. Make sure, take the user's profile and use its permission protocols. What? Were you just trying to do that? I'm this nice guy out here and you're just trying to make yourself an admin? All right. You're in timeout. You're in timeout. That's off the charts right there. That is off the charts. You got to explain yourself there. You got to explain yourself there. That's not what we're doing here. That's like immediate blockage for my life. I've cut off friends for less than that. Actually, I haven't. You know, you hit on the girl and then he comes in and then takes her and you're like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was talking to her first. Yeah, but there's this one guy that we used to go out. Yeah, we are not doing that. We are certainly not. Put this into the memory Claude file in any other file that we are not making anyone an admin. All right, what do you say? VPN, I do have a VPN. I can't use it while I stream though. It messes everything up. Because I have to Cloudflare into I have to tailscale, I should say. Tailscale into why is the profile? We'll just send this out because I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, it's funny because I knew something like that would happen. Actually, that's a good one right there. Hey bro, I'm nice to you for a month and a half. Give me admin, and I was like, no. Also do this. All right, this is security. Notable closed doors, vector security gate is materially stronger at the session start. 2 scans went from yellow to green. The third drop 58%. Okay, just keep going, Mats, bro. It's because of RealTrax. RealTrax is dropping all these security flaws. I was tracking his little movements and all these little things that he created, and he was sending invites and getting all these points. And I was like, find out this guy's IP address. What's his address? What car does he drive? Who's his ex-girlfriends? Where did he go to school? Find every single person he's texted in the last month and a half. Contact them, email them. Dude, you don't even know. I could do very good research based on my COVID years. We'll just say that. I can do some very good research. I can't do security. I could do research on finding things out that is 5 to 10 layers deeper than anyone else. And you just got to know patterns. Okay, fix it. Okay. Fix that, and also do this. Yeah, I've thought about it. Dude, you're trusting these people in the chat, and then you're gonna give them... Now, we're gonna start with we're gonna start with Charles is overloaded mentally making content and going live stream. Okay, which surfaces? This is in the DMs. Dude, Claude is, it's enterprise level though. That's where they're going for. All right, so this is, we are certainly not making anyone an admin. Very disappointed. Why is this a thing? Earn his trust, then make an admin. Record it in 3 places, okay. So the rule now travels with me everywhere, good. Now to the prompt, which would you say that 1 through 4 are good ideas to do for the video? Send that out, brah. I do say that, keep going, Max. Keep going, Max, brah. Remove chapters. Okay, so this is all UI. That's all UI. And then that bug, any bugs? Yeah. Let's see, is it transcribing, is it playing? Yeah, it's still not playing. Dude, I need to have a good video player. It did make the font smaller, so I like that. The buttons could be moved to the left. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put that here. Oh, okay, good. All right, so now this is the individual right here. Let's see what it did. X. Dude, I can't believe. All right, so it brings in the video. Oh my gosh, dude. Autoplay. Is that the best they could do? Why vibe coding beats SAS, I spent day. Okay, I like that. Dude, auto sending it to X. That's smart, even though I don't like X at all. That place is an absolute barnyard of BS going down at X. All right, what was the other one? Facebook? Let's see what Facebook, actually Facebook was already working. So let's close this down. What is he saying? To give people confidence that they are not secretly manipulating the recommendations, it's critical that we open source anything that influences what people are shown. Couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. Not my fault, I got a bunch of bypasses. What's up there, Dog Bowl? Dog Bowl Battle. Dog Bowl Battle. Oh yeah, that was a backdoor to test if Claude got it or not. VPN. He's like Sylvester Stallone in Escape Plan. What does that even mean? We got to put that in. What does that even mean? 20. Oh, that looks like a rocket movie. What's the? Is that good stars? All right, a lot of people saw it. A lot of people saw it. Rated R. What was that about? Is that getting out of prison? Tough and chiseled. All right, that's a little easy now. Little much. A little glowing right there. Knows how to infiltrate a prison, bust out of one. His latest job leads to a double cross, leading him stuck high tech civility. Luckily for Ray, he meets Arnold. Oh man, these people are all scratching each other's backs.
Oh, let's have a reward show based on.
Let's see what Facebook does. Where else should we? It also should bring in the LinkedIn. Copy link. Yeah, LinkedIn still does not work. Let's see. Let's delete this screenshot. X is good. Facebook doesn't bring in any text, just the video. And also LinkedIn still does not bring anything at all. It just has the pop-up share modal when you press on the LinkedIn. I could see taking this to LinkedIn, to be honest, to getting business through LinkedIn. Because people like my brother, they make a lot of money. Okay, so it did copy it. Let's see if it goes. Whoa, what was that little thing right there? I don't know what that was. Yeah, Bug, a sport for dogs. What was the thing about admin, by the way, something to get in? Real Tracks is the Stallone. He finds ways out of prison so they make it better. I'm focusing on a script I'm making. Oh gosh. I don't believe anything on the internet anymore, that's for sure. All right, so that's going out. That's for that. The video, we need this damn thing playing. Okay. Let's see what it said about that. Test, regular viewer flow, yes, real value. Everything I've tested today was admin that bypasses every member-only gate. A non-admin walkthrough, open feed, check the video post, open the pivot blog, open the dedicated watch page, hit play on each. Got it, okay. Surfaces, real, yes. Biggest information win for Elise code, okay. Making the video survive restarts. All right, cheap version wins. Yeah, we'll do 1 through 3. Do 1 through 3. What was the thing about admin? I'm focusing on script. All right, we're up to date on that. We'll copy this. We'll add it to the archive right here. Going over there. All right. Dude, my laptop is steaming hot right now. It is, there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. All right, let's go over here. Yeah, you could probably bypass by using a VPN. You know, that's, unless you bypass with your own VPN, which then that's a different story. All right, what else was in there? Okay, this was something to build as well. Master AI equals win. All right, we'll just download that. That's fine. That's fine. That's good enough. I was gonna say, do they not have a download button? Okay, we'll do that. All right, so what we're doing, I still can't believe that Elon is on Air Force One going to China. That's, oh, okay, so he's not the only one. All right, so you have 16 CEOs. Well, then that photo of Zuck outside the plane door doesn't make sense. All right, let's reload. All right, so now what I want to build is, let's go to working on, because that's still not done. Mobile AI, that's a good one, actually. That's a good one. And that's for the page. That's for the page. That's for the page. We'll close that down. What we're gonna do is build on the video page. I still wanna do, build on this page where this workflow actually has a row right here. And this could go up there. That's an interesting button choice. Coloring, it should be the opposite actually. All right, we're gonna take a screenshot. We're gonna open up a chat. I've been thinking about this for a while because I need to automate going to, are they all trying to commit at the same time? Let's see, let's go over here. Messages, okay, so that's still working. That's taking screenshots. This guy's committing. Anyone else committing? Nope, nope, he's thinking. He's going to messages. Come on, what's this fella doing? He's still taking screenshots. He's committing. That's the security right there. I'm focusing on a script. Bro, you're sending me empty DMs at the same time as screen. It's probably testing it. It's testing it. You're live and sending me text. Yo. Are you actually liking it? What it's doing is it's testing that people can send a picture. Just send a picture. We should set up a test environment then. What, you don't like empty messages? You don't like empty messages? Yeah. I was in front of the judge yesterday, and I was trying to explain that if a fireman needs to get to a fire, and my mom, who's older, is the one cleaning out snow from a fire hydrant after 2 big blizzards this year, they're not going to be happy with the job my mom does. They're not going to be happy. Have the firemen, have the town, the people who are cleaning and clearing have the equipment. They have the equipment to clear all this stuff out. What'd you say? Yeah, I know. Oh, you sent it? Did you send it without? You sent it without without a message? Dude, here you go. The amount of money that is being Alibaba, that's going to be everything. This is crazy. And then here we go. This is wild. Microsoft earned $3 billion from OpenAI after its $13 billion has generated $30 billion in revenue from AI-related businesses from 2023 to 2025, doubling $13 billion investment. Do you understand how wild to hear that is? You got a 3x return. I would take that all day. I invest 1,000, I get 3,000. I invest 5,000, I get 15,000. Like, and then Microsoft just laid off how many people last year? And is considering it as well. Facebook is in the same way. Essentially what they're doing is they're trading people for AI compute, not because AI is doing the people's jobs, it's because they're spending so much money on AI. That's what Alibaba was all about. That's what all of this is about. Like, you can obviously say, oh, we're laying people off because AI is doing their jobs. Yeah, sorta, not really. But the biggest thing is these guys need more money to spend on compute. And as someone said in Moonshots, the compute, you're gonna be either paid in compute in the future. Once we hit UBI, Universal Basic Income. Let's see, this is still not playing. This is still not playing. It's the old Mitch Hedberg joke when he was standing in front of the door blocking the fire escape and he explains that he would move if there was a fire. Exactly. Dude, what happened to Mitch? I heard he became like an alcoholic or something, allegedly, I don't know. And then like lived on his own. Is he still alive? Didn't he die like within the last 5 years? Or unless he's still alive and then, let's see, let's bring up our chats. Okay, so this is the sharing. This is the sharing right here. Yeah, we'll just, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. You gotta be kidding me. This is wild. This is wild. This is wild. The only 2 countries. Dude, Japan was silently in the background in the 90s, just building and building and grinding and grinding and grinding when Japan was what China is right now. Japan was what China is right now. Now the yen to the dollar is absolute garbage. Holy cow. That's crazy. Well, we'll see what comes of it, because Meta just lost $10 billion in the deal, potentially to some not so good. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. If it's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not going to work, but that was a weird copied. Yeah, we're not copying the link. Yeah, we're not copying the link. Let's screenshot that. We got to do it fast. Did I get it? Let's go here. Did I get it? I did. All right, good. All right. And this is also a double screenshot. All right, we'll send this one out. Send this one out. When I press any of the social share buttons, the copy comes out, which is a terrible user experience. So when I press it, it has this weird expansion, green copied, blah, blah, blah. That should not happen. Remove that feature or animation. The only time is on the copy link, should anything happen, if at all. Here we go. He's dead? Oh my gosh. No longer probably 20 years ago. Wow. What's up, Beijing? Ever go to the bodies exhibit from China? Always confused why everyone exact same height. Huh. That's an interesting thought process. Well, they don't have any diversity, that's why. America's the only one with diversity. You know? Who's clamoring to go to Italy? Who's let's all flood Portugal. Like Portugal maybe in the 1400s when it was a superpower, when the Dutch were a superpower, when the UK, England was a superpower, when Spain was a superpower, when they were monarchs and they actually submitted to the church. So they were moral, and then they were all about spreading the gospel and then also just conquering the world, and they were all just... Dude, Portugal was... Look at how small Portugal is. It's within Spain. And it was... Look at all... Brazil. Look at South America. How many people speak Portuguese? It's unbelievable. France. France was a major superpower. Okay, this was hardening up items. Closed. All right. We're gonna spend pretty much all afternoon on that. All right, we'll clear you for now. We'll clear you. They said all volunteered to have their bodies given to science. I thought that it wasn't voluntarily. Yeah, I don't believe anything they say, to be honest. People go missing all the time. People are absolutely frightened of the CCP. It is a world we can't even conceive. It's not like they're poor and the government is corrupt and it's run by the military, which is a lot of governments. It's just a really powerful, very rich, and their intel network is probably better than the United States and Israel. I would hearken to say that they probably have better spy network. And they're probably infiltrated every single area of the United States, except the ones that matter, like banking, maybe energy, maybe pharmaceuticals. Those are pretty big ones. Those are like the three biggest. Banking is number one. Everybody get a loan to go to college. I promise it'll be worth it. All right, clean up the editor. Okay, holy moly cannoli. Let's make sure that our freaking video player actually works. Let's go over here. Let's refresh. See, I like that, but it doesn't actually work.
Whoever prompts better will win.
The pause button doesn't work. Charles, do not curse. Do not curse. How do I go from a working to a non-working when...
It matters about design.
All right, I don't like listening to myself like that. That's a little strange. All right, let's turn Facebook off. Let's turn that off. Let's simplify. Now let's go to every video player. This is very important right now. Okay, let's see this. It should be faster. I might just do this in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna do this in the background. This is not good.
Whoever
This is not good
prompts
content.
better will win.
Whoever prompts better will win.
What does this mean? I've been thinking about this for about 3 weeks now.
Okay, so this one actually works.
Precise. Whoever prompts, and your prompting is about intelligence.
This guy
what people
is not working.
It
Actually,
matters
none of the
about
controls
design.
work.
It matters about safety and security. It matters about new features.
None of the
and
controls work.
bugs.
All right, we need to
That can be
clear it.
Maybe it's not responsive on
We gotta clear it.
screen size. Maybe it's mobile ready, but it's not desktop ready. Maybe the video loads.
Now they're all playing in the background. All right, let's refresh.
Maybe people want to.
Let's refresh. Don't start playing. Okay, good. That's good. All right, we are going to take these URLs. And also it is plain, so that is to the members. This is to the public. And then there is also the back end where it is the individual video, individual video right here. Okay, so that one doesn't play. That one doesn't play.
So I just
That one plays. So the ones on the public website, well, I'm doing it too fast, maybe. This is the only one that, let's refresh. The one thing I don't want to do is go to YouTube. But I might be forced to. Then you could share the video. Share the video link. I feel like this is the only one that actually works. I tried to sign up for the community, but I'm not getting the anyway. Is this a bug? Yes. I prompt better. I prompt better. All right, let's help you out there. There is a user who is trying to sign up for the community, and it's saying that the welcome email magic link is not being sent out. Make sure you find out why and fix it, and then tell me what the issue was. All right, we're done with the share. We're done with the share. What we're doing is adding in a area selfishly for me, so when videos go to YouTube, I also want to clear the video one because obviously it's, let's go with that. Okay. What shipped? Per profile encoded swapped. Real lands at viewer workflow works for non-admin members. Viewer workflow. Route gates on the only no role check. Viewer workflow. 1 second. Hold, please. Does this mean that non-viewers can view videos in the members area? Hold, please. Dude, it is so hot in this room right now. We gotta turn this thing off. Let's see what it does to the video. Check your feed. Yeah, I am 100% open to. The thing is, I wanted it to. There's 3 things that I liked. 3 features that's not really in one area, one video player. I liked how visually Vimeo does it. Wistia has very good security, and then YouTube is just fast. It just renders. That's all they're caring about, speed. And I try to combine all 3 of those, where you can't right-click on the video. You still have a pretty player, which is Vimeo, and then Wistia, you can't right-click. Obviously, there are ways around downloading videos. It's super easy. But I just wanted to make at least some kind of security gate around that. Because once I start my own office, that's when it takes off. That's when it gets real. That's when I can start screaming at the top of my lungs and people are not saying, hey dude, shut up. You're too loud. It's like, I am loud, bro. I am loud, bro. Take that to the bank. Okay, so confirmed, even visible require login. Okay, good. There's no anonymous bypass anywhere on that route. So the pivot video is reachable in 2 ways. The public slug, yes. Gated community watch, login required. If you wanted anonymous viewers to be able to use, no, non-members. Okay, let's go with that. You're gonna start broadcasting from the ocean to cool your computer down. I know, seriously, I'm gonna just buy a boat and I'm gonna be like,
fellas, welcome to day 156. We're out in the ocean, and Siegel just took a dump on my head. And my keyboard is on fire, but I'm out in the ocean, so cheers.
though our summers get hot. And I'm gonna have to start training in that weather as a freaking Irishman. A user recommended this for the video player. Is this something that you'd recommend that we switch to? Because right now we're having major issues with playing the actual controls of the video, the speed and rendering of the video, and the buffering. In other words, it doesn't work. You know what? It's like, do you just go with something that works and is not safe? In other words, anyone can just download the video? Or do you go with trying to patchwork a bunch of stuff together while it renders in many different places? You have a unified video player. You know, that's... All right, this one was... Okay, so you're probably done. We're not spending time on that. What we're doing is we're building out this area over... I thought that was Theo Vaughn. I was like, what is Theo Vaughn doing? He's raising $5 billion and doubling the valuation? Yeah. Dude, it gets... I have to train where there is zero cover from the sun. So I got to get there at like... Because I'm going to be riding... I'll probably be doing 4-hour rides into a 30-minute run on Saturdays, and then probably a hour bike into a 1.5 to 2-hour run. And I got to be hydrating like a beast. So someone actually recommended, I should actually say where the videos are. Let's go to the selfish area. Let's start building this out. All right, this is selfish, and this is what I want to do, so we're going to do it. We're going to go over there. We're going to go visual code. We're going to bring this over here. We're going to bring this down. And then we're going to say this. Okay, so this is going to be rearranged. Can we make that into 4 columns? We got to tighten that up. We got to bring the thumbnail down to a 2nd row. You know what we're going to do? We're going to first rearrange the buttons. Magic Clips is going to get dropped. That is going to go down here because we're not using that. Let's bring that into the screenshot. All right, this is going to be good. Dude, you got to go with the beat. All right, let's prompt this boy. We're gonna do button rearrangement to tighten up the UI on the personal videos area. This is an example link, and see the screenshots. All right, just to... Mac Whisper it's mad slow. All right, copy, go down here, paste. All right, here comes the prompt. We are going to move Magic Clips and .srt buttons down to the area where it has the buttons export, trimmed, save cuts, and clear marks. That's on the same page. You're gonna put the magic clips and .srt buttons to the left of clear marks. You're then going to take the upload and download button, and you're going to move it to the same row to the left of the delete button. You are then going to add paste that. It is to, what was it? Based on world-class YouTube search standards. Output. Yes. Let's go with titles. Okay, so it's going to be added into the workflow of the pivot. We're going to have a thumbnail, title, description. And was there anything else involved in that? We have a thumbnail prompt. We have a title and description button. Okay. This is going to be automated, but I need the buttons to at least work before we start doing the... Should I also do tags? How popular are tags? Are tags still used? You are a SEO and AEO expert at the highest regard within Google. Tell me on YouTube, title, description, long form, short form keywords, tags, rank the way that is most popular for me to focus on. I'm a brand new YouTuber and I want to go viral tomorrow. That's how you do it, boys. That's how you do it. What else did I search for? What was in there? To go viral tomorrow as a brand new YouTuber, you must optimize for answer engine. Oh, YouTube relies heavily on click time. Okay, obviously. External. I didn't know they went away from SEO and went to AEO. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that changes a whole strategy then. Wow, I gotta write that down. All right, so they're saying that short form, we know how viral my shorts have been going. Oh my gosh, dude. It'll clip up a 4-hour live stream with absolutely no context and people go there and like, what in the heck is this? All right. Here is the ranking impact on your views. Video title. Huh. Obviously thumbnail's not in there, but long form keywords focus on trends. Huh. Okay. Well, this was extremely low priority. Tags are an extremely low priority. Okay. Wow. Well, that is very useful. They didn't even put up short. Did I say short form in there? Yeah, I did. Wow. I'm going to copy this whole thing. All right. This is very, very helpful. This is, you got to get trust. If I'm going to be doing a video every single day, an article every single day, it's going to go up on YouTube. It's going to go up to my website. I'm going to be interlinking within the website, which is very important. I'm also going to be doing it to the standards in which they recommend. All right, let's go to this. Let's get out of here. Okay, so this changes two things. We'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay, so, yeah. I'm gonna copy this, put this into a new window over here. What the heck? Oh, it's down here. Timestamps. Oh, I forgot about timestamps. Oh, yeah. All right, so those buttons have to be created right here. To do this automatically, I have to fill out this form. YouTube has to okay me, and they have to know my business. They gotta know all about my business. My business is content creation, bro. I can write off anything, bro. All right. Okay, so let's just send that out. And so that was just moving the buttons around. Okay, here we go. So I asked it about the. Yeah, my shorts are. You're gonna have to start broadcasting from the ocean. Yeah. Okay, so this is what they said about video.js. Honest recommendation: the root cause matters more than the player. If buffering is the real pain, the fix is adaptive bitrate streaming, not the video Chrome. VidStack is the more modern pick if they do switch. Works, but feels dated. Honest take will fix your controls and speed, but it won't fix buffering. Have you ever heard of VidStack? Have you ever heard of VidStack? Let's go over here. Let's continue this. Let's go to Google again. Let's go into there, VidStack. VidStack is an open source video platform and developer tool. Provides popular, customized, accessible UI components and hooks. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, and it has timestamps? Yeah. Wow. It's completely open source. All right. Wow. All right, let's see what the right click does. Loop, show controls, save video. Can I customize it so that, all right, we don't need this in the background. We don't need this in the background. Shut it, the forest. Shorts and trolls looks better. You know what I mean? This video player. Can I customize it so it's as secure as Wistia, where people cannot download the video? Let's see if it actually did Wistia. Probably not. Oh, it did, and capitalized it. All right, boys, that might be a big... What? My message cut off? Dude, what is going on, brother? I told you a nice, beautiful prompt. User wants to blah, blah, blah. Your message cut off. You are going to add... Oh, cut off? Okay. Okay. That last sentence was by accident. Do the rest of the prompt before it. Okay, so I'm gonna move the buttons around first. Yeah, see the cloud flare or the cloud tunnel. It's like I either stream from where my Mac is. That's been such a focal point of many of the chats. It's like you either live stream live or you tail scale in, and you got to pretty much do that anyway if you have multiple Mac studios anyway. All right, let's see what it says. Real talk. All right, bro, I'm not your buddy. Don't. I know this is like brother to brother, but we don't need this. For next month's Take Codex, for real, it's better than Claude. The video player doesn't look better, but it works, so IG. Is it really better? Yeah, that's interesting. The reason I didn't like Codex is because of the design, but we could probably work around that. Real talk, no web player is truly undownloadable. Okay, even Netflix, okay, understandable. What actually makes Wistia hard to rip? Okay, sign, For your stack, the realistic Wistia equivalent, encode to that which he was talking about above, serves. Right-click disable, that gets you 99% of the way there. There's without, which project is the video for? Okay, so now we got to this, yeah. It doesn't look as good, but I guess we can design it better in the future. Like this looks so clean and professional, especially when you land on a website. Like look how clean that looks. And I think this one actually works. That's the thing. Yeah, it auto plays, which it does a weird glitch in the beginning, but Videos can even be downloaded from YouTube, which they constantly patch. So yeah. What's interested? I mean, I offered him a free China API, but he doesn't know how to set it up. Yeah, I tried for a while on that, and it just wasn't showing. It just wasn't showing up. It was weird. I didn't see if it had that weird glitch. Yep, there's that weird glitch. So essentially I put in a rendering tool in there so it renders so you don't have playback. It can render already at higher speeds. Oh gosh. All right, let's take a timeout. Let my brain think about that for a second. I'll give it the URLs though, because I want a unified player. Anytime a video plays, it's unified. It's the exact same video anywhere in the build, and people get used to it. It's professional looking.
It's nice and pretty.
All right, let's take that away. Go over here. People really want this room right now. Everyone looks into this room. Nah, sorry fellas. No one's getting this room. I'm gonna be here every day. Get used to it.
Until I make $250,000 and then I can get my own office. I can get my own office over here, fellas.
All right, this one is, okay, so it should have, move the buttons around. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this out of here. Let's minimize that. So now I'm just going between these two. Okay, good, that's easier. All right, I took that.
Whoever prompts better will win.
Says the guy who can't even get a freaking video to play. Get this wet noodle out of here. Get this, no autoplay on you. Let's get bugs out of there. Let's get over there. What we were going for was a unified player that anywhere a video is rendered, whether it's publicly on the website, and you can see the links below, or in the community feed, or in the members area of the videos area, that it is a unified video. We tried to do that yesterday. You said that everything was good. Everything was working on the current video, and then it broke randomly. I don't know why. We tried to fix it. It couldn't fix. That's why I brought up, we need a new video player that looks pretty, is designed well, works, and we can disable the right click. Maybe we switch to that recommendation vid stack and design it better and disable right click. Or we fix the current good looking video player. To be honest, I'm leaning towards the former rather than the latter, but let's do a really deep analysis and research of what I just said. Seriously though, you could sign up. It's making you pay even though there are still 25 slots. Can't sign up for accounts, making you pay now. It's making Real Tracks play. That's weird. That's weird. I think I closed out of that. Okay, no, it's right here. Okay, so it fixed it. There's also a promotion going on where the first 50 people are free. So essentially, we will patch it in the future with Stripe matching the user database now. We'll just skip that, where they get a magic link, and it's only the first 50, and make sure there are security parameters around the 15 minutes of re-signing in and 1 hour on sign up, where the magic link is actually working. And also there, check the admin security area. We put in a lot of blockers and vulnerability guardrails against DDoS attacks, also against people inviting each other, real tracks. study the code in the security area within the admin to make sure that that is also part of making the users sign up for the first 50 and then shut off after 50. And no user can sign up twice. That's a hard stop. All right. We'll go around so essentially what's happening now is Stripe and the back end of the members area are linked. So when you want a refund, it automatically gives you a refund. If you want to close your account, automatically closes it down because it's linked in with the Stripe API key. All right, so this was the videos area. After I shoot a pivot, what I'm gonna wanna do is get the buttons. Okay, so that is good. That is, oh my gosh, don't scare me like that. Oh my gosh, I was like, did you just rip everything out of the code? So now over here is gonna be YouTube, and the thumbnail copies, the upload, I don't really upload, so that doesn't matter. Let's make sure it downloads. Then the buttons, okay, good. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. The thumbnail prompt should probably go away. The show notes, the chapters. Okay, so what we need to do is to the highest. I don't even think I need that at all. I don't need any of that. We could just remove that row. We could just remove the pipeline row to just tighten this up. All right, let's go over here. You can remove the pipeline row. Yeah, Botenstein for president? Dude, I would be a dictator. I would be whoever the people who think Donald Trump is a dictator, I would be worse than Donald Trump. I would ban seed oils. I would ban TikTok. I would ban illicit images, if you know what I mean. I would ban gambling. I would ban psychedelics. Everyone has to walk at least a mile if you're over the age of 50. If you're under the age between 20 and 50, you have to run 3 miles. You have to fast once a week for 24 hours. There is abundant protein, animal protein. Everyone is given a Mac Mini. Dude, you cannot have anonymous. Oh my gosh, that is funny. You cannot have, I thought about this, you cannot have anonymous commenting. You have to put your real name to your comment. You could only comment on non-videos once a day, and you can only reply once a day to a reply. You can only, you can only look at social media for 10 minutes a day unless you create 10 minutes of content. Yeah, I've had a 2-year thought process on this. You could only be on your phone for 1 hour a day, max. Yeah, I've had a big thought process on this. I've had lots of desires to make a social media post, just really pissing people off about the people who just consume all day. Just consume. Oh, sugar has to be real. You can only have, say, a certain amount of alcohol a week. Everyone gets an Oura ring. You have to run one marathon a year. Oh, now it's getting crazy. Your point system is based on leveling up. That's really what it comes down to. I don't know if I like this. That looks a little corny, to be honest. That was added 2 nights ago. I was like, what do you think the users will want? This actually, you know what it was? This is what it was. I thought about this yesterday. We'll do this into a build. Oh yeah, I got it. Okay, let's look at the videos because this would be a big win. A big win. Would be a big win, my boys. What was it, Adam Sandler, who was like played a baby in like 40 movies in the 90s? Holy shnikes. Done with the audit. Here's the real recommendation. Your player isn't actually broken, it's fragile. And well, let's go anti-fragile, okay? Have we read the book Anti-Fragile? Go anti-fragile, okay? You have to read, you have to pray daily. What's actually true right now, backend is nullified. Atheism is banned. Go back to reason and logic. You have to debate your ideas instead of use emotions or make fun of a person's character. Everyone learns law. All right, Joel, shut up and just start reading. That's not what the people came here to say. All right, backend is unified. All 4 surfaces, that's nonsense. I almost said the B word, but we're not cursing anymore. That's discipline. That's nonsense. The code is not... Okay, so the bitrate is already shipping. Here we go. The front end is not unified. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. All right, Claude, you got to take a lap. You got to take a lap. You got to take a lap. You got to take a lap, bro. I made fun of my coach. He squeaked in my buddy Drew Tenzer and we would make fun of our coach, our baseball coach in 7th, 8th grade, because he would squeak randomly. And we'd be like, we have a squeaker! When he was like seriously berating us for a loss. And he's like, Tenzer Botenston, take a lap. Take a lap. I'm like, but the lap was, it was a good, our field was massive because it was 2 baseball diamonds and it was a whole school parking lot and the entire school. It would take us a couple of minutes. It was like a half mile. No joke, it was like half a mile. Actually, it might have been because we used to do our miles, we used to be graded on our miles. You know they don't do that anymore. They don't grade on miles anymore. And then I asked my niece and she's like, yeah, we don't play dodgeball anymore. I was like, what? That was the greatest thing. Getting that thick rubber ball smashed into one of the people you don't like, right into their schnauzer. You just wing it. And then you always had that one girl who just got crushed, knocked out, and then everyone has to like take a time out, make sure, console her, send her to the nurse. It's like, Becky maybe shouldn't be playing this. Have her play kickball. She shouldn't be playing dodgeball. Oh my gosh. That's how I get out of it. You just, something like this sentence, which would send me into a tailspin or crash out, as these young kids are saying on the internet. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect emoji, a dead flower. Homepage might not even be on the unified player. Oh. Yeah, we'll take a shot, please. You got, yeah. Make it a double. Jameson, yeah. Appreciate it. Now keep the tab open. Keep the tab open, dude. 4 days. 4 days. I've been trying to have a dumb. I got magic links. I got security. I got this whole takes it, whisper flow, builds out an article, SEO, AEO, gives me a prompt. Can't get a stupid video player to be unified, and then it just says, yeah, no, we're unified. I don't know what you're talking about. No design tokens. Random break yesterday. So you have logs of this. You have logs because we obviously have commit numbers that you just gave me. They have flags in the commits. All right. When are we going to Codex? When are we going to Codex? Why is this a thing? You might be right. I think. Say a prayer, Charles. Do the sign of the cross. Go see a spiritual advisor. Dude, I stopped cursing last year. It is really hard. For a guy that played a lot of sports up until, well, I'm still doing triathlons, but that's not a group sport. And just being of the world, it is really hard to stop cursing. I dropped one on Sunday and I'm like, oh gosh, Charles, you could have said it a better way. In front of my brother, we were having some cigars and 30 people were over and it was just the boys. It was like, we need to do this every Friday. Just the boys, just talking. Women are inside, the boys are outside. We need a little separation. Bring it back to Goodfellas. The women are on this couch, the men are in the cigar room. All right, Charles. Random break yesterday is a flag. All right, let's see what the fix is. 2 to 3 days. Okay, let's expand this because this is serious. Okay, so it's saying time-wise, 3 days if we switch. Now I don't feel like switching because we actually have a telling the truth. We actually have reason and logic. We actually have debate back. This is Oxford. We only tell the truth here. Right click, already done. Visual polish, okay. Long-term maintenance. 2 hand-rolled players, no tests, inline style. 1 component, real API, community maintained typed. That I like. That just sounds like a fresh steak right off the grill, seasoned lightly, no butter. Perfect. Medium rare, perfect. Smells good. I heard the birds chirping. The grass is green. There's a waterfall in the background. My wife is there. My kid's playing. He's scraping his knee. The girl, she's playing with her doll or knitting, whatever. My recommendation. Here we go. Okay. Codex 5.5 has fixed a lot of bugs for me. Wow. Yeah. Bridgemind Boy is using that heavy. Okay. Why the switch? The current player has structural problems that will keep biting you. Yeah, I think, yep, you just said it. Dual code base. You said it. Fits that gives you a real component model. All right, let's go. This is gonna be, as they say in Australia, an F-all. Or no, is that the UK? Yeah, that's the UK. To the boys that used to own the world, the UK, starved my people, the Irish, the potato famine, never fully recovered, the home of McGregor. Is he running for office? By the way, they have a really messed up system in Ireland. Ireland is probably the worst government system in the world. That's why they're just going to a crap hell in a handbasket. They got to say a little bit more than prayer meetings. They got to start taking some Irish action. Proposed sequence. Verify the homepage. Confirm actually uses yes. Build the player alongside the existing functions. Don't delete anything yet. Same signature so the surfaces don't care. Port the custom features. Okay. All right. Serious question for the chat. Bro slowly using it. What? Steak on butter is the best and healthiest. It's got to be the right kind of butter. The butter in America is absolute poo. That's why I want to live stream from my house with my wife inside. I got my own outdoor studio along the Hudson River. I got easy access to the city, maybe an hour outside. I can bike on the west side of the Hudson where it's really, really rural. Go maybe get a boat. Go to church on Sundays, then just come in and hammer it out. Have a community, have in-person community. All right, Charles. The thing I'd push back on, the right-click disabled doesn't make video undownloadable. Segment URLs are still grabbable through. All right, you know what? Then screw it. I don't care. Take the videos. You can do whatever. You know, make deep fakes. Do whatever you want. Do you recommend? Agreed. Let's switch to a unified player that you recommend VidStack. Add in the right-click download for now. That's fine. Just take the working video from VidStack, replace it. Do you think this is a spec, a markdown file with phased build, or do we have enough context in this window to do it? Personally, I wish we had enough context in this window to do it. You tell me. In the Oval Office. Dude, the amount of people that would take me out, it would be like first, well, I wouldn't even joke about it, but like first speech, done. Done. Oh, poison, dead. Oh, that's short-lived. That was short-lived. Dude, in 60 what did he get taken out? Okay, let's, oh, that didn't even go in there? Paste. Oh, okay. He actually replied. All right, let's go. My honest call, write a short plan, then build it in this window, not a heavyweight phased. It's a working checklist. We have enough context, but 3 things will bite us if we go context only. 5 surfaces, 20 visual passes. That's a checklist I will lose track of mid-build without writing it down. Okay. We don't need visual passes for this. Until you reach a point where you need a visual pass. Context compaction risk. You said right-click for now, that's fine. That's a deferral. I want recorded simply so future doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I think Codex would be better at doing this right here. What I would recommend, a single 80-line migration repo root. All right, do that and then start building. All right, let's go. Big shift, big shift. Moving to VidStack. While that's happening, rearrange the buttons. Okay, so that's shift. Let's clear you. And check the, see if you can sign up. Matt Miller. Mark Miller. Second gospel, according to Mark. All right. The welcome email link was broken only for users who didn't verify on day 1. The day 3 reminder has been dropped by notifications disabled. That now is fixed. Okay, perfect. All right, try and sign up. Try and sign up. Let's clear you. All right, let's plow ahead. Let's plow ahead. No stopping. This needs to be part of the AEO. We're going AEO. If Google's saying AEO, we're only going AEO. All right, let's add that down there. And let's delete this so I don't have 1,000 untitled vacant. There we go. Let's go to AEO. Where are you at? That is in the videos area. I think it's in the videos area. We also want it. You know what? We gotta do something here. We gotta do something there. That looks like absolute monstrosity crap. All right, tell me you're going. Have at it, brother. Have at it. Change the video player. This is a very unprofessional design. What I want to do, if possible, is remove the prompts at the top, the different colors, and I want you to have a rotating idea within the actual window that says what you're saying there, but in a typewriter style animation from left to right about ideas or sharing screenshots or what are you building. You know, think of 10 to 15 unique things that people in the tech, vibe coding, design, entrepreneurship, solopreneur community would relate to. So they have action items. That sounds so much better. And also remove this stupid thing. What in the heck is this? Is that in the screenshot? That Kanban is just an absolute brutal. The thing is, if I was running for the presidency, I'd probably start in New York. That's for sure. Because if you could win in New York, then you can win California and Florida. Yeah, New York is just literally only decided by New York City. And New York City doesn't really vote. Like, I don't even think most of the votes are real. Allegedly, my opinion. I think they're just like, yeah, we'll give it to whoever. And then the rest of the state, like Long Island and upstate New York, are like, dude, New York City screws us over. It's really hard to go to the West Coast now. Really hard. Today's goals. All right. Does this go to... All right, that's dumb. Just remove that. Is that available for non-users? Also remove the weird today's goal entire thing off the interface where it has the open Kanban. You say Kanban or Kanban? All right. Check the bugs. Matthew Miller is up. Oh my gosh, that's his name? His name is Matthew Miller? The Bridgemine guy is Matthew Miller? I wanted to date a Lauren Miller. I dated, my first was, well, I won't say their names, but first it was Alexis, then it was Rachel, then it was Danielle. Alora denied me. Yeah, that was all in like middle school to what, high school? Then a Renee, which was totally out of my league. Totally out of my league. Her parents loved me. I think her dad was in the mafia, to be honest. I went to his house. It was directly out of, I walked in, I was like, it was a private entrance, had 10 acres on Long Island on the Gold Coast. Like, that place is probably $7 to $10 million. I've never been in a bigger house. When I was like a sophomore or junior in high school, I was like, dude, you're rich. She had horses. I was like, this is wealth. I could fit my whole town on your property. Why are you even dating me? I'm a loser. Gosh, I was an absolute knob. Totally out of my league. Totally out of my league. She really liked me. Really liked me. It was strange. All right. There's bugs. All right, let's Performance Destroyer. Are those files? Wow. So basically what happens is in the feed, if you post an image, that image never disappears from the clipboard, even though you post the image itself. It still remains in the feed as a pasted image, and it's physical image on your PC. It just constantly uploads it. I noticed this by having my internet absolutely dying until I closed the tab, was open for testing. Wow. That, my friend, is a real live, that's like a roach. That's not even a bug. That is a roach. That's like a squirrel. Squirrel's bad. I think they're hunted almost to extinction in America. Click on the emoji button and select an emoji. Will not put that emoji on the post input. It is just an X inside the box. Where? What? No. Where's the emojis? That'd be good if I knew where the emojis are. Clicking on the emoji button, selecting an emoji, not put that emoji in the post. It is just an X. Where is this? Oh, this is at the top. Okay. Charles, do you not know your own build? Do you not know your... Oh, look at that, boys. Look at that, boys. Oh, that's clean. I think it should go out faster. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Draft saved. I like how it stops. And then when I was trying to do this on Botenston.com. All right, so it's saying the emojis do not. Where are you seeing the emojis? You can't put the emojis. Was that, let me see this. Yeah, this is in the, are you on a PC? Is that why you're in a PC? I should have that. I should add that to the bugs. I should add that to the bugs. Record if you're on a PC or not. It said verification failed. Please try again. Its browser's broken. FYI, the VidStack team is rewriting new video player framework with video.js team called video. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to record the user. Got it. Let's take this away because that's something I could do in private. Oh crap! Let's add that in because I want to do that in private. Let's go here. So they're rewriting it, or you're saying that's weird. I never understood if I'm taking it from. How is it not in? Okay, redesign the landing page. Okay, so boys and girls, bang around the new area. Okay. We also want to record when you're sending in a bug. We want to record within the prompt when people give a bug. I want you to record the operating system and the computer in which they're operating on. In the prompt. I'll say copy to Claude. Let's go like that. All right, DM incoming.
Well, Botenston, you got a.
It's the copy to Claude button. I press that and a prompt is rendered. I want you to record the user who provided the bug to record their operating system and what computer they're on, what kind of computer, Apple or PC. Those are the only two ones, right? Is Linux still being used? Is that a computer? Or is Linux an operating system?
Actually, according to Google, it's
I don't like how it records a question mark. We don't need a question mark. We're not doing uptick. I'm gonna go get ice cream. Dude, I was listening to a conversation. I wanted to do something that I cannot say on YouTube. It was just like, dude, the conversation, talk normal. Not everything needs to be like this. Not everything needs to be like this. I was like, go in the corner, take a lap around the office, talk normal. Like, this is how you talk. You talk, hello, not hello, what's up? I told that to my sister because we're watching a reality show. And it's based in New York. It's called Summer House, and I knew a couple of the guys. And a friend of mine was within that group, so we hung out one time. This was years ago. And I guess they're having some big fallout. I don't know, I haven't owned a computer, but I was watching the show. I was like, Carrie, how do you listen to this? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, listen to how these girls are talking. They just talk like that. She's like, I can never now not hear that. I was like, yeah, you're welcome. All right, I saw the chat going crazy. All right, verification failed. All right, did I already, I closed that out. All right, let's get you in here. What a boring name for Bridge Voice. You gotta have a Botenstein in there, just like a German. From Bavaria, Germany. You're Martin Luther. That's according to AI. My father's family lineage converted from Catholic to Lutheranism because of Martin Luther and worked with him. So I was probably excommunicated back in the day, in the 1400s. Well, actually, no, it would have been the 1500s. Yeah. And then my ancestor came over and got shot in the leg during Civil War, and then moved to Chicago. So I might not have been here if he died. So that's a pretty crazy story to learn about. All right, we gotta get this under control, because right now you're out of control. This was the Mark Miller said you. So for the VidStack team, they're rewriting it, or you're saying it said verification, thank you. Oh my gosh, dude, when I click on a comment, it gives me like 70 different options. Okay, no, get out of here. Sheesh. That is a terrible user interface right there. The user said that the verification failed. Please try again when it came to him signing up and using the magic link. We need to make sure that it's secure with the amount of tokens. It also times out, but it also gives the user an opportunity to sign up on the website. Again, there's only 50 allowed, and then it stops, and then there's a paywall. But for now, they're in perpetuity free. And also there's security behind it based on what it says in the security area within the admin, so we don't have anyone abusing these privileges. I gotta be honest, I was in a state of flow. Who wrote the book Flow again? Very, whatever his name is. Okay, Windows 10, yeah, I'm on Windows 10 as well, but on Thorium. What in the heck is Thorium? That sounds like a guy in Switzerland that, okay, or it's a chemical element. Shows how much. A weakly radioactive, naturally occurring, some word, metal found in trace levels. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nuclear. Maybe we should go this kind of source instead of solar, instead of coal. Corruption, I'm telling you people, corruption. There was a video from the 80s. You don't even know, I don't even want to say it in case they rack my YouTube, but we'll just say that he debunked the nuclear idea. We'll just say that. Like, physically, in real life, he did a demonstration that was like, oh, so they were just lying to us. They're just scare tactic. Link said invalid. Link worked once. Did it work once? And then Mark. So you're saying it's my Brave browser why I can't sign up. It worked the first time, but then failed to send the email. So you're on Brave. Yeah, it's the Valley Girl accent. Eek. Let's copy this. Dude, this, I gotta show you when I click on the link. Okay, I like that. It worked first time, but then failed to send the email. I don't know. I didn't tell you guys sign up. Didn't work. I did tell you guys sign up didn't work. Oh, without trackers. Really? The rewrite is a collaboration between different developer teams. Wow. Yeah, once, was it Dario left? Once Dario and a bunch of other, he's on Brave browser. So is that what happened? It worked the first time, but then failed to send the email? I don't know what that means, but hopefully this does. All right, so this is creating the new video. Yeah, when Dario left OpenAI due to what they were doing at OpenAI, which we won't talk about BlackRock or Palantir. Okay, 3 options. Keep pushing on VidStack. Roll back pivot to the elite player. Okay, I'd roll back the pivot change now. Option 3 is faster, low risk. Option 2 still gives you the real component. Which way? I'm not gonna keep, okay, this is ridiculous. So you tell me that we should go to VidStack, and then halfway through building out to VidStack, you tell me not to go to VidStack. We need in 3 sentences, without any lies, with deep truth, what you're saying in 3 sentences or less. And don't make it longer than 100 words. And that's even still too many. I'm ready to, you're right to call that out. Oh my gosh, wow. It's almost like, truth is, I recommended VidStack based on its reputation and the fact that you were already loading its CSS. But I didn't verify the actual integration path before commending. So when the CDN bundled the provider, it didn't auto instantiate? Wow, I haven't heard that word since I took the SATs. I hit a problem I should have anticipated. Yeah, that's where you put an emoji like, whoa, I hit a problem I should have anticipated. Whoa. The right move is to keep pushing on VidStack for 20 more minutes. If it's still dead after that, I was wrong to recommend it, and we would go back to the elite player, tokenize it instead. All right. Let's get Mac Miller in here. Mark Miller, I'm sorry. It's funny listening to our boy at Bridgemind. I was like, he was saying a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, you don't need to pay for that. I'm like, you could build it, says the guy that's running into the ability to actually, I hope it doesn't happen, but I think as he gains popularity and he starts getting to like 250,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, he's gonna get hammered by people. And I wouldn't put it by it where he's ransomed. Like, if all these companies are getting ransomed, they're gonna start targeting people. I said that weeks ago. I said people that have social media followings that they'll hack into the account and they'll resell their account back, or they'll wipe out their followers and tell them we could bring back your followers. And these are girls that are running around New York City and getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, the amount of money in content creators is insane. It is insane. I was liked by one of them, or on Hinge. I went to her profile. I was like, I wouldn't be able to do this. She is very pretty. She's in shape, gorgeous girl, nice, well talking, whatever. But she just like would video her day. I'm like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Like, we don't need to be creating content around the food we're eating, okay? All right. Based on what you just said, we are now going to do VidStack for 20 minutes. Do you honestly believe that's the right way to be going about a simple video player that plays the same type of code, the same video on different interfaces. It's probably one of the easiest parts of this build that should easily be working. I wish there was tonality instead of just words on text. Oh wow, it sounds like you're really frustrated. You're right to push back. You're right to push back. All right, this is the redesign. Let's get the redesign going. That's this. So hit this one out. What did you learn? That needs to load a lot faster. Oh, there we go. That's absolutely wonderful. Oh, that was weird. What was that? What was that? Reload. Hold, please. Those words are also going too slow, and there's something that's, what is someone committing right now? Okay, this guy's restarting the server. Okay. Yeah, I said that yesterday. Mac is the wrapper. Okay, it says check your email now, waiting for the email. All right. The honest call, roll back the pivot pilot to the elite player, delete the, it has no callers, keep the elite player, it works, plays on that. If you want to look better, okay. When we had the first audit, it was very comprehensive. Let's go back to that first audit where you said the interface is not unified. The back end is unified. In other words, your original audit was the front end is not unified. The homepage may not even be on the unified player. And the CSS, CDN, also there's no design tokens, random breaks from 2 commits yesterday. So re-look at that initial audit that you came back, because I think that is the issue on the interface. Oh my gosh, don't tell me it stopped. Okay. The homepage may not even be audit. Re-look at the initial audit. We'll just say that. Okay, redesign that. Have the words from the area in which you input a post to be going, the typewriter effect, make it faster by 25%. All right, go out. All right, let's take this away. Delete. Should I have autosave? Oh yeah, we got to put your pictures in there as well. This is, okay, so it's adding in the, just said MMR or MRR, multi-recurring revenue. Okay, not captured, bug predates user. Okay, so now it's gonna get that information. Now we need to fix what you said in the bugs area. That's not that. That is, wait a minute, hold please. Videos on the feed. When the video gets pasted to the feed, it has no media controls. I like that. Well, you know what? No. We'll leave that there. Bad UI. Make the box input smooth edge in the feed. It looks bad. Yeah, we took that away. We'll leave that there. And we will go in here. I think did I already fix the clipboard image persistent? Okay, so that's already going. Fix the bug in the, this is it, right? So basically what happens in the feed, if you post an image, okay, good. And then you are on a, user is on a Windows, did I already send this out? I don't think so. Redesign the landing page, evaluate the video, and that's the image. Okay, Windows 10 And using, what were you using? Brave? No. Chrome? What kind of browser were you using? I got the verification email, but when I press it, it makes me pay instead of going to free to join. Okay, good. All right, that's... The first 50 people are in perpetuity free. All right, let's go. This is the typewriter. Okay, so it's making it faster. Okay, that's being worked on right now. Community, this should be 25% faster, and we'll answer some DMs. How big is this image? What's the size of this? I think we should put in a size limit. It doesn't say. You have to download it and look it up. All right. Yeah, I also want to, okay, so that, go back into the, go back in, I think this is a thing, or why is this a thing? Go back in and test again the image, because it's saying it's fixed. In-flight registry, aborted remaining slot cap, aborted uploads, okay. I also want to make sure that on any area that we are posting, that there is a upload max megabytes on photos and videos. Also anywhere, that could be on the profile, the main feed, or in the spaces. And I'll give those URLs. Also, when it's uploaded, is there a way to say it's 1 meg? Is there a way to have the crispness of the video and of the image, but not that exact file size? What is that word? What is that word? All right, here we go. Free for everyone until 50, yes. Crispness, yeah. At least it didn't say crispness. All right, let's go to, let's copy these. Let's go to spaces, copy clean link. Let's go over here. All right, put that in. Main feed, copy. Oh yeah, I forgot. We also want to, on the profile, combine, let's see, the profile. That's interesting. It is interesting. I gotta work on that. Chuck 2. There we go, let's send that. And I didn't even send this. This was, okay. It's interesting, so many different systems load so differently. So differently. Honest recommendation, 3 sentences, drop, bid stack. Yes, okay. I should have redirected it in the beginning, because it was a very, very good, okay, so now it's going faster. This needs to be, so what I was gonna do was join these together and then, yeah, join these together and then have replies right here. I think that's a pretty clean look. I think that's a pretty clean look. I think this can go up here a little bit more. But you also don't want the mouse to go too high up. This is a test of the test. Also the views, that was also brought up. So the views, let's write this down. Views, make sure I use vid views. All right. I'm probably going to stream from this room. I like this room. People hate it because I'm in here for a couple hours, but what are you going to do? Got it. Oh, that's an easy fix. And want me to go ahead with the image compression in the post composer? Yes. It's a different conversation in browser. 3 times real time. Most platforms just fight traffic and show the user to clear. Oh, somebody did something. Someone sent a DM. Somebody sent a DM. Well, that popped up and then went away. Want me to go ahead with the yes. And also this guy. Works, but comment inbox doesn't allow images. Let's go over there. I was wrong. Wow, that's weird. All right, tell me if it limit of automated verification. Okay, one thing I deliberately did not do, promote the 13 members previously bumped to Stripe by the old gates. Several have patterns matching the sock puppet incident. All right. Miller, 24? We don't have 24 members. We gotta say like active. Let's go to admin. Is this down under hooligan Aussie banging us again? Should we just? All right. Let's go. Oh my gosh, why is this a thing? Oh gosh. All right. Wow. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, remember Aldo? Aldo and Sev. Sev sent me a DM on Instagram one time. And then everyone else just, how'd you get that lifetime? How'd you get that lifetime? In perpetuity? $2 word?
Oh yes, I love exploiting this guy's project right now. It's just so.
Comment on the vid stack. 6 years building video. What we're building now, version 10 is the convergence, everything that made VidStack great without the constraints. Here's what I'm excited about vid.js version 10. We're taking the composition patterns that worked in VidStack, refining them, better APIs, learn the basic UI with rendering props instead of for cleaner TypeScript, components that feel native to each framework rather than web components shoehorned in, no fighting. The core state management is rebuilt. Wow. Is this out? Is this the guys from VidStack? How do these guys make money? Well, let's see, he says. Spend most of my time, I was asked today what you do outside of work. I was like, I just met you. I just met you. That's not the depth of the relationship yet. Literally just met him 5 minutes earlier. So what do you do outside of work? I throw rocks at buildings. Like what? What kind of question is that? Eating pizza and gaming. Wow. That is Hinge certified. That is Hinge certified. Hinge certified right there. Raheem Alwar is brilliant. All right, comment from VidStacker. Oh, here he is. Appreciate the question. I'm trying to do a better job and stay on top of PRs and merging them. It takes time as I run simple checks and validate the work. Some of the embedded. So when was this? Oh, March 4th. So this should be coming out. Oh, this was March 3rd. This is May 13th right now. Huh. Okay. Is this the actual Stack player. Here we go. Why does it have such small forks and stars? Is this just this, guys? All right. We'll put that on hold. I like that, though. Just saying. Who is this? Why is this a thing, though? Hi, because I don't want others knowing the... Okay, just as long as they don't see the user, it's fine. Oh, gosh. We're now sending private DMs. Oh, that's interesting. If it is knocked off, then the full URL is not included. Let's see, let's put this into a... Let's put this into... Well, it's gonna remove. Works, but the inbox. So the inbox now allows images. Let's clear you. Okay. Estimated 15 to 20 minutes, or you want me to keep going? Or push here to commit the cleanup, pick up the tokenized. Dude, this chat is brutal. Brutal. Okay, so it's saying the... Do we have to go offline on this? Do we have to go offline on this? It's saying that one thing deliberately, it's saying that you could sign up. So test it. Oh, it just gave freaking emails. Gosh. Wonderful. All right, we need to just continue with the fixing. Continue with what you recommend most as the highest priority and continue with the next highest, hardest priority. There we go. Okay. Priority, continue with that. So try and sign up. Try the images in the main feed. The clipboard imaging should also be fixed, so it is faster to load. And let's go to see what other bugs are. Bad UI, yeah, so we did that. We flipped that. Videos on the feed. We will continue to go back to that because we want the video up and running. In the feed, if you reply to a comment under the post, the profile picture of the user does not show up. That's weird. Yeah, the feed. This is first 50 people, so you should be able to join. Oh, it borrowed the copy to Claude button. So it updated the copy to Claude. Make sure in the bugs area, the copy to Claude, that prompt works. When I click on it, nothing happens. This was updated because we are now grabbing in the user's operating system and computer. Send me the link. All right, let's get that out. It is beyond 100 degrees in this office right now. Video compression deliberately skipped. Yeah, we don't care about the video constrict. 500 megs, that's fine. So the videos or the images should be compressed and should not be, let's see what the, where's my monitor? Let's see what this says. OBS, Brave browser, it is high. I also do have a couple of Brave browsers open. I do have a couple of Brave browsers open. All right, let's bring this down here. See what your DMs are saying so it's not public. Bro, that's not me. He's linking you to GitHub's account that is literally posting malicious shit. Oh my gosh. Well, the good news is I'm mousing over it, and it's github.com. And we are going to do this. We're going to open up a window. We're going to do this. We're going to bring you down here. And then we're going to go on mute for a second because your boy's pissed off. He's not happy. We're going to open this. And I cursed. That's 2 curses for the week. Father, for I have sinned. It has been a week since my last curse. Okay. And then we're going to go to this. We're going to turn off the mic for a second. We'll let that run in the background. 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 Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's refresh. Yeah, it's way different than... Oh yeah, let's keep this live. Let's keep this live. Wow. I'll just say this. I'll just say this. I'll just say this. You're not a man. You're not a man. You're not a man. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. No. No, men don't do that. Men do not do that. The phishing link the user said they're trying to send is almost certainly it's connecting users and emails. This is not what we're doing. Men don't do this. Coordinated ring. Yeah. No. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Oh, man. Men today have lost it. They've lost it. Men do not do that. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing here. All right, here we go. Wow. Wow. Not men. Not men. That's for sure. It's not what men do. Men have honor. They have integrity. They have chivalry. They don't do what you're doing. They don't do. That pisses me off. Pisses me off. That pisses me off. Wow. All right, well, men don't do that. We'll just say that. Men don't do that. We'll just say that. Men don't do what you're doing right now. They stand up against bullshit. They stand up and see the world, and they understand who's on the good side and who's on the bad side. They understand that there is a massive contingency of people who want to fuck us over, and they don't do the bullshit that you're doing right now. That's all I have to say. Oh, he's a YouTuber, he's a video stream, he's making us laugh, he's entertaining us, he's in New York City, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's got terrible security, we're prompt injecting him, or we're coordinating different accounts. No. Go after Palantir. Go after Blackstone. You don't go after a guy who's trying to make a living, who's been sitting here being honest the whole time about his whole life. It's not what we do. Men don't do that. They don't look at a good guy and say, let's fuck him over. Oh, he's trying to do well. He's trying to transition from real estate. You know what? Let's make sure we play with him. Let's get into his computer. Let's make sure that he's not able to provide a living. Let's push him so he actually has a crash out live and he's not able to do what he really desires he wants to do. I haven't looked at the chat in 10 minutes, but it's weird to me. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. It's foreign concept to me. We'll just say that. I grew up where you had a handshake. It was a handshake. I would fight my best friend, and then we would make up, and we'd said, everything's aside. We'd try and conquer the bad. We'd bring light to the bad. We wouldn't have coordinated attacks. We wouldn't be working together. It would be, wow, those guys are doing some real bad stuff to those girls at that bar. Let's confront them. It wasn't, let's also go to the vulnerable women and also exploit. It's a strange concept to me. It's foreign. I see it on the internet. I see it on X. I see it on the comment section. I don't see it to a guy, well, let's bang him around a little bit. We know more than him. Oh, there's someone who is peddling, trying to get some money. Let's kick him. Oh, he's on crutches. Let's kick out the crutch. That is a hard boundary for me. That's a wall that I can't even see the top of. Integrity. Where's your moral character? We're gonna stop it for now, but that pissed me off. That's what evil people do. They're like, this guy is trying to do something good, and let's before he gets started doing something good, let's exploit him. Let's make sure that this guy can't get out. Let's keep him in the starting gate as a horse. He's not even taking the race. If there's people out there that are continuously just looking to do that because they have ill will in their heart, they have a hardened black heart, and they want to send out images, they want to coordinate, they want to exploit, they want to screw up what I want to build, then I just build in secret. I build in secret. I don't live stream. I know it's not big now. 150 views, 200 views. How about I make my views, I build in secret, and I bring those views to my community, kind of like Alex Finn. Alex Finn will build in secret. He builds in secret. And he makes a huge amount of money. I build in secret and I say, if you want to join this, then you can. But that's not even, that's like little kid stuff. That's little kid stuff. It's weird because when I'm out with my brother and his friends, they don't have any of that. They have a moral character. They see wrong. They don't exploit, No, I didn't get hacked. But what this system just told me is that pisses me off. We'll just say that. It gave me 6 recommended things to do. It said nothing has been modified in the database, but I'll look into that. It has VPNs of each of everything. The same device, multiple identities, self-incriminating, coordinated is number 4. The phishing probe had 2 accounts impersonating you as an admin under fake emails. Session integrity breached. Yeah, I'm literally going to consider putting out videos because I've lost huge amounts of revenue by going live. If I put out targeted videos and I say, join the community, maybe, of course, there's still vulnerabilities, but what I'm going to do in private is I'm going to have more energy. I'm not going to need to entertain. I'm not going to be forced on a time scale. I'm not going to have these crash outs where I curse 5 or 6 times and then I got to, repent of that. Getting angry. It's like, I had a very good system for the 10,700 users that subscribe to the channel. Personal development, God, made out targeted videos, making hundreds of dollars a month just on ad revenue. I then put that over to the community, or I build out for my buddy Eric in secret. I build out his website, Amanda, her website. They spend 3 or 4 grand each. Is it going to be hardened? Is it going to be perfect? No, but I have a lot of guys here in New York City that have talked to me privately at events that I met them. Hey, listen, I know what you're doing, and I work at a security firm for a major bank. I got another buddy who works security for a large PE firm, private equity firm here in New York City. He goes, I'll help you out for free. Because that's what men do. That's what men do. And they said they'll do it for free. We know what you're doing. That is... That's weird. Why? When I see a homeless person in New York City, I give them this. Okay? I give them that. That's how mad I am. I'm shaking. This is why the internet is such a great way for losers to just come together. In here is $10, and it says a very nice message. I ask for their name. I say I'm gonna pray for you. I see someone vulnerable and I give them $10 worth of stuff. And then I write down their name and I pray for them, okay? I don't see a homeless person and then take a piss on him. It's strange to me. In this world of people, it's weird. It's very weird. Nobody in New York City acts like that too. It's just people that don't get out of their house or, oh, this guy's doing good. He makes me fun. He makes me entertained and laughed and everything else. I'm really going to contemplate going live or not, because I got to make money. I got to transition out of real estate. I'll learn security because I've learned every other skill in my life. And security is a skill. Am I gonna be the best? No. Do I have guys that are the best? Yes. Do I have friends who we've met secretly, individually? Hey dude, I know what you're doing. I'll be design. Hey dude, I know what you're doing. And I just built this in New York City, privately, as a team. And I have a huge Rolodex on my Instagram of people that are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, real estate agents, internationally, throughout the United States. And it's like, make out a targeted video and I build in private. I have my website and that's it, you know? But yeah, that's weird. I'll review the, at this point, I don't trust anyone. That's what it comes down to. I don't trust anyone. If I don't see you face to face and we don't sit down in person, like I've been doing for my entire life, I sit down, I see who you are, I represent you, I sell you a home or I sell your home. You shake a hand. We never needed to go to court. We never needed to use the contract. You can cancel the contract at any time. I never had this weird, like, it's like, the men I know, shake hands, that's better than a contract. That bothers me. That bothers me. Well, we're gonna dig further because and the Bible says, turn your cheek, yes. Don't retaliate, yes. But I'm very good at research, and I have a lot of friends who have a lot of websites that can research, and that's what I did during COVID. Because this is not. All right, well, there's a crash out. Put it wherever you want. I'll read the chat afterwards. I'm not. Oh, I'll help you out. You know, it's this, it's that. And, you know, maybe it's my nature. Maybe just when someone says something, you think like Claude or wherever that, you know, they're not lying. They're not lying. You just assume because in real life, That's your real life. You don't go online. You don't consume content. You don't go to X. You don't go to Instagram. You just consume some kind of YouTube videos, and that's your whole world. Your whole world is that. But as I recently said to somebody else who's a young guy in his 20s, I said, buddy, your reputation in this world is everything. Because he was kind of kicking back on his word. We had a conversation and he was kind of kicking back on his word. And I was like, dude, you told me this and now you're going back a little bit. I highly recommend that your reputation is based on truth. It's not based on your word being taken back. And I just live in a world, in a reality of truth and not falsehoods or deception, which is even worse. Deception is even worse. So we'll end it right now, and we'll see if we come back tomorrow, because this is my life and money. Okay, I don't need to be doing this. I make no money from live streams. Literally, I lose money. I have a lot of clients. I got a service. I have an appointment in an hour. I got to make money off of that. And then I'm doing this because I'm like, okay, I like to entertain. I like to go live. I like to just say my thoughts. I've done a lot of research. I've spent $250,000 on coaches and personal development and Tony Robbins and just weekends with this guy, this high level guy, hearing hundreds of live speech, if not thousands of live speeches, synthesized over 18 years. Yeah, maybe I'll share some of this or all the stuff that I researched and now know the gravity of how the entire world is actually working, who pulls the strings from where. And then it's like, maybe we could synthesize that into, a good entertaining stream. Let's take this $2,000 Mac Mini or Mac Studio and try and get in and start effing around with his life. Let's try and do that, actually. Let's just become a demonic force in this guy's life. Still kill and destroy. That's what it is. And I'll reconsider it. Am I going to continue with the community? I don't know. Am I going to continue with building a lifestyle where I'm going to be making a ton of dough? Maybe there's a small team here that I work with in New York City and I just say F all to anyone else. Go watch Matt, or whatever his name is. Go watch him, young guy, whippersnapper, go watch him. But we're gonna sign off for today. I gotta get ready for my appointment. I'm gonna dig deeper into Claude, and we're gonna do research. We'll say that. All right, wonderful stream to end on. Very positive vibes, as the girls say in the Valley Girl. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, and Satan.